Hello everyone. In this class, we are going to study about accounting concepts. So this is the first topic in the accounting and auditing unit. So before going to the concepts, first let us learn what are accounting concepts actually. So accounting concepts are nothing but this will act as a kind of rules and regulations, or it will give us guidance while preparing the accounts in the business organization. So accounting concepts are nothing but this will act as a guidance when we are preparing the accounts in the business organization. Okay, now let us see what are all the different or what are all the accounting concepts are present. So the first one is business entity concept. So, what is entity actually? So, the word entity means identity. So, here the business entity concept speaks about whenever a business we are going to start, a business must be treated as a separate legal entity, means it must be distinct from its owners and all other economic proprietors. So, in order to be different, means what it has to do, it must have completely separate set of books, and what they have to do, they have to record business transactions from the business point of view. Means here identity is business, means they have to prepare the accounts from the business or the transactions from the business point of view, not from the owner's point of view. So whenever an owner, who are the owners, the shareholders are the real owners of the business or firm. So whenever they are investing capital in the business, so they are treated as a creditor of the business or proprietor of the business. But here their properties and business properties, their identity and business identity is different. Here the two, the owners and the business is separated. The owner's property and the business property must be separated, means a business should have a separate legal entity. Everything must be different, means everything must be maintained in the business identity, means the identity must be different. So here the proprietor is also treated as a creditor of the business to the extent of capital invested by him in the business. So that is nothing but business entity concept. And next one is money measurement concept. So what is money measurement concept actually? So in the business, if we see what money will do, money is the medium of exchange, right? So money will act as a medium of exchange and the standard of economic value. So what this concept is speaking about, this concept is speaking that whatever the account transactions we are going to record in the business organization, only those transactions which are expressed in the terms of money, so the transactions which are expressed in the terms of money only, that must be recorded. So this concept requires those transactions alone that are capable of being measured in terms of money only recorded in the books of accounts. So this is nothing but money measurement concept. So what this concept is telling, this concept is telling that the information which can be expressed in terms of money should be recorded, not which cannot be expressed in terms of money is not included in the accounting records. Okay, this is about money measurement concept. And next one is going concern concept. So going concern, so what is going concern means, like if we see other term for it, it is like continuation. Whenever we are going to start a business, what we will do, we will start business thinking that we will be running the business for the foreseeable future also. So normally when we are preparing financial statements, what we will do, we will prepare on the assumption that an enterprise is going to be in the future also. So it is, and this concept is also known as continuity concept also. So it is assumed that the enterprise has neither the intention nor the necessity of liquidation of the operations of the business, means it is assuming that it will not close the business in the future. It will continue further and it will prepare in that uh, assumption only, like it will prepare the accounts. It must prepare the accounts means it must follow this concept and prepare the accounts that we will run the future in the we will run the accounts in the foreseeable future also. So this is nothing but going concern concept. And next one is accounting period concept. So what is accounting period concept speaks about means whenever we are preparing the financial statements, we have to prepare for a certain period of time, like uh, a year or half year. So basically what do we follow? We do follow the accounting period from 1st April to 31st of March. So this concept tells us that we have to follow a period of time. So why we have to follow accounting period? Because whenever we prepare an account, whenever we do enter the accounting transactions and whenever we prepare accounting transactions for a certain period of time, so at the end of the accounting period what we can do, we can see how the business performance is there and what is the financial position at the end of the year, like whether we have mm, gained some profits or whether we are incurring some losses. What is the financial position, like how much assets we are having, how much losses we are having. By this by the end of the period we can know. So that's why accounting period we have to follow. And next one is cost concept. So what is cost concept? So this concept is mostly used for what? This concept is used for the valuation of assets. So this cost is on the basis of valuation of assets. Means whenever we are entering the transactions of an asset, on what basis we have to put the value for the valuation of assets? We have to put on the cost concept. Means we have to put the on the purchase value. Whenever we are go when we have bought that asset, at that time what is the purchased price or what is the acquisition or what is the historical cost. So cost concept is also known as historical cost concept. Also means we have to value the assets on the basis of the cost. Means at the time of purchasing what is the cost of the asset, on that basis only we have to prepare the accounts. This is nothing but cost concept. And next concept is dual aspect concept. So as the name suggests, dual means double. So duality deals with the double effect. So what this concept is speaking about? So whenever we are entering the transactions, we have to have twofold effects. Means every transaction, it, it must have at least two accounts. One is credit account and the other is debit account. So this is nothing but dual aspect concept. What are all the business transactions we are recording? That must contain debit as well as credit. Okay, that is nothing but dual aspect concept. And next one is revenue recognition concept. So revenue recognition, so before going to the concept, let us know about what is recognition actually. So recognition is nothing but realization or knowing it. Okay, so here revenue recognition means we have to find out or we have to know the revenue. So this concept speaks about knowing the revenue of the business. So how we will know the revenue? Recognizing the revenue means what? Recording the income in the income statement for the prepared for a particular period. Means what we have to do in order to know the revenue, what we have what we have brought in the certain period of time, what we have to do, we have to record those revenue in the income statement. So what is revenue actually? Whatever the income or whatever the amount which is added to the capital as a result of business operation, that is nothing but revenue. So how we will get revenue? By doing some sale of goods or services, we will get some revenue. So that revenue which we are going to add in the capital, that becomes the revenue to for a certain period of time. So by what like by doing what we can recognize the revenue by adding whatever the income we got to the capital account. Through that we can recognize the revenue. So this is nothing but revenue recognition concept. And next one is matching concept. Okay, so what is matching concept? Matching concept is nothing but it will help to find out the amount of profit or loss incurred in a particular period of time. So how much profit or how much loss we have incurred for a period of time. So how we will know this whether we have occurred so and so amount of profit, or we have occurred so we have incurred so and so amount of loss, by deducting the expenses from the revenue. So what are all the expenses for a period of time, and what are all the incomes for period of time. So by deducting the expenses from the revenues, we will get what whether we have incurred profit or whether we have incurred loss. Then what we have to do, the expenses incurred in an accounting period should be matched with the revenue recognized in that period. So for matching costs with revenue, what we have to do, first we have to recognize the revenues. Then by recognizing the revenues, for that or for that getting revenues, how much cost we have incurred, so we have to deduct from that. So that is nothing but matching concept. Here the revenues and the cost incurred must be matched, means how much cost we have incurred for getting that revenue we have to know. By matching concept we will know that. This is nothing but matching concept. And next one is accrual concept. So accrual concept, so here this accrual concept speaks about the whenever we are entering the transactions in the accounts, or whenever we are preparing the accounts, that must be entered, or that must be prepared when it has occurred only. Means accruals a concept speaks about the effect of transaction. Means effect means whenever it has happened, at that time only we have to enter, not before. Suppose we are going to receive the amount next year, but it should not be recorded now. Whenever it will be received, at that time only we have to record. That is nothing but accrual concept. And next one is objectivity concept. So what is objectivity? Objectivity concept speaks about this. Objectivity concept speaks about the evidence. Whenever we are recording some transactions in the accounts, so that must have a certain kind of accounts, sorry, certain evidence or certain proof for it. Then only we have to record that transaction. So without having certain evidence or without having any proof for a transaction, it should not be entered. So objectivity concept speaks about the evidence. Whenever we are recording an transactions, that should have, that transaction should provide some evidence, or it should show some proof when we are entering the transaction. So this is nothing but objectivity concept. So these are all the different types of, or the different accounting concepts we have to follow while recording the transactions or while preparing the accounts. Okay, so this is all about accounting concepts. By this we have completed the first topic in the accounting and auditing unit, and in the further videos we will see partnership theory part as well as the practical part. And if you have any doubts, and please comment and let me know what are all the doubts you have. I would like to clear your doubts. And if you like this video, and if this video is beneficial to your friends, please do like this video and share this video, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.